When you feel anxious or panicked, have you ever been told just to take a deep breath? Only just to feel worse. I'm going to explain why deep breathing might actually make anxiety and panic attacks worse, and what to do instead to calm your mind and body and feel better. While I explain, here's something to do in the background while I talk. I'll explain more about this in a few minutes. For now, just do this. Put one hand on your abdomen, on your belly, and the other hand on your chest. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Let your belly rise as you breathe in, like inflating a balloon. Keep your chest as still as possible and exhale gently. And slowly and gently, as you exhale, pull your belly back towards your spine. Repeat that pattern, and I'll move to the side so you can see a little bit better. Breathe in through the nose gently, letting your belly expand out. And then breathe out for a slightly longer breath, pulling your belly back towards your spine. Keep breathing in this gentle, slow way as I explain. And I'll refine the method as we go, but this will be a good start. To make sense of feelings of anxiety or panic and to learn how to feel better, it helps to understand what's going on in your body, your body's biology. When the brain thinks we're in danger, whether that danger is real or something we're worrying about or imagining, it switches on the fight or flight response. When that happens, automatically the body releases powerful stress chemicals like adrenaline and cortisol. Breathing speeds up. That's to get more oxygen into your lungs. Your heart races. That's to pump that oxygen around the body. That oxygenated blood is fuel for your muscles, which will give you strength. The muscles in your arms and your legs tense. That's so you can fight or flee to save your life. All your senses sharpen as well, so you can see, hear, and sense any imminent threat and respond accordingly. In past generations, your ancient ancestors, this response would have saved their lives if a predator had appeared. It's the reason you're here today. Your ancient ancestors were good at fight or flight, so they survived to have offspring. And many, many generations later, here you are. But the problem today is that modern stressors, whether it's work, relationships, the news, traffic, deadlines, arguments, financial worries, social media clickbait, all these things aren't really life-threatening. But your body reacts as if they are. That's why anxiety can feel overwhelming. Your body is preparing for action that your mind doesn't actually need to take. Let me just check, are you still doing that slow, gentle abdominal belly breathing? With your abdomen moving out and back, and your chest remaining still. Keep going as I tell you more about how your body perceives danger. If you really were in danger, in a life-threatening situation, you would feel as if you needed more air. That feeling is caused by your brain wanting you to inhale more oxygen and run. You try to calm yourself with a deep breath, which often results in breathing in a big gulp of air through the mouth. The problem is that floods your body with oxygen. to your brain, all that oxygen is a sign that you are actually in danger. Because to your brain, if you weren't in danger, you wouldn't be breathing like that. You wouldn't need so much oxygen. But that big, deep breath ramps up the symptoms of fight or flight even more. You may get sensations of tingling, dizziness, racing heart, feeling hot or shortness of breath. Even though you're breathing in more air than usual, you can feel short of breath. All those sensations make you feel worse, more anxious and panicked instead of better. They are signs that your body is reacting to too much oxygen. It's called hyperventilation. If you're in a situation where you can't do what the body wants, which is to run or fight, maybe you're at work or at school on public transport, in an elevator, in a lift, in a car, in a queue, somewhere, wherever you are, there's probably no outlet for your muscles to use the increased oxygen. Your brain then doesn't understand why you're not taking action, and it ramps up the symptoms. It wants to make you so uncomfortable that you get away from what your brain is sure must be a dangerous situation. That's why we often feel that we just have to escape from whatever the situation is, even if it's a normal, everyday situation. Your brain won't let you focus on what you were doing because that might prevent you from seeing the danger. So it's difficult to focus. All you can focus on are the horrible feelings flooding your body. While I'm talking, keep circling around that gentle abdominal belly breathing. Breathing in through your nose and out for a little bit longer than the in-breath. I'll explain about this in a minute. In a panic situation, your brain and nervous system want to save you from danger. But in our modern world, it's probably not real danger. It's just some aspect of life that you've become sensitized to, and your body reacts as if it's life-threatening. It makes you feel awful and you just want to run. That's the flight part of flight or fight. One other complication of being in a highly anxious state for prolonged periods is that when your senses don't detect any immediate danger, your brain notices the symptoms of panic in your body, and they become the source of danger. So we begin to fear the feelings of panic, the beating heart, feeling like you need more air. And that fear can put the nervous system further into fight or flight. And you can get into a vicious circle of fearing the symptoms of panic, which engages the fight or flight reflex even more. What usually happens is that people do less in the mistaken belief that they will feel safer. So they go out less, see friends less, they try to stay inside. But that just confirms to your brain that it is dangerous out there. So the horrible panic symptoms circle round and around. So what can you do? If it's not a big deep breath, what is it? Well, it's what you've been doing. The simple antidote that will reverse the symptoms of panic and anxiety and make your body feel safe is calm abdominal breathing. And when your body feels safe, your brain and nervous system don't need to ramp up the fight or flight symptoms, and you can relax and focus on the normal everyday things that you were doing. So that answer is gentle abdominal breathing or belly breathing. The breathing that you've hopefully been doing while I've been talking. By breathing slowly and letting your belly rise and fall while your chest stays mostly still, you signal to your body that you are safe. So let's continue the breathing, and I'll explain the finer details. With one hand on your belly and the other on your chest, breathe in slowly. Inhale slowly through your nose. That's important because it restricts the amount of oxygen you can breathe in. And let the breath go slowly and gently too. Breathing through the nose allows in less air compared to big gasping breath through your mouth, but it will give you just the right amount of air that you need. So close your mouth and breathe in gently through your nose. Let your belly rise as you breathe in, like inflating a balloon. Keep your chest as still as possible, and exhale gently too. And slowly and gently pull your belly back towards your spine as your diaphragm muscle at the base of your lungs gently pushes the air out of your lungs. You breathe in slowly through your nose and let your belly expand. Then breathe gently out, pulling your belly towards your spine. Some people say that you should breathe in and out through your nose, so it's easier to keep the focus on nasal breathing. Other people say breathe out through your mouth, through slightly pursed lips. But then you have to remember to close your mouth and breathe in through your nose again. Try the different options. Either way is actually fine, as long as you breathe in through your nose. And some people also advise to breathe out for maybe 1 or 2 seconds longer than you breathe in, because that apparently sends a signal to your nervous system that you're safe as well. So try out the different approaches and note in the comments perhaps which one works best for you. The important thing is that your breathing is gentle and steady, and that your belly moves out as you breathe in and drops back towards your spine as you breathe out. It can help to count each breath. In for a count of 3, and out for a count of 4. In for 1, 2, 3, and out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Focus on smooth, calm breaths. If you want to breathe in and out for a longer count, that's fine. I start with in for 3 and out for 4 because otherwise my body feels as if it's not getting quite enough air. It probably is, but that's how I feel. So I find that the steady 3-4 rhythm, in for 3, out for 4, that seemed to work well for me. If you find yourself wanting to take a big breath in through your mouth, That's very normal too. Just notice it. Notice yourself sighing, that big breath. It's actually a way of your body getting more air in, and you don't actually need it. So to counteract that, bring your attention back to gently and steadily breathing in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, and then slowly out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep a hand on your belly and keep the other on your chest to keep your chest still and get that gentle flowing rhythm going. While I tell you the other good news about calm, gentle belly breathing. By focusing on your belly moving out and in, you're actually moving your diaphragm muscle. And the diaphragm is the large muscle that sits underneath your lungs, like a dome that separates your chest from your abdomen. When you breathe in gently, using the diaphragm, that muscle moves down, which creates space for the air to fill the bottom of your lungs, not just the top chest part, and your belly naturally expands. When you breathe out, the diaphragm moves back up, helping the air to leave the lungs, and your belly sinks backwards towards your spine. So what you're doing is very natural. And unless you're a singer or play a musical instrument, people don't always find it easy to activate the diaphragm muscle. So moving the belly out and back is a good approximation. It's a good way to achieve that effect. When we're anxious or wanting to suddenly run, like trying to catch a bus, that we tend to breathe from the chest because we want to get that extra air. And those breaths are quicker and shallower, which keeps the body in a fight or flight state. Using the diaphragm changes that. Slow, gentle diaphragm or belly breathing tells the nervous system that you are safe. When you're safe, the heart doesn't need to pump lots of oxygen to your arms and your legs to fight or flee. So the heart rate can slow. Because the message goes to your muscles that you are safe and your arms and legs aren't needing to run or fight, then your muscles can relax. Your whole body can relax. And the fight or flight response then stands down. Then you can think more clearly, you can see things more clearly and feel calmer. In short, think of the diaphragm like a calm breathing pump for the body. When it moves slowly and gently, it helps your nervous system to settle. And you can approximate that with your belly breathing, your abdominal breathing. So let's repeat this calm, gentle breathing for just a minute or so before I finish. So with one hand on the belly and the other on your chest, close your mouth and breathe in through your nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, and then out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice your shoulders. Can you let them drop? That's good, because it reaffirms to your body that your muscles can relax. You're safe to relax, because they won't be needed to fight or to run. You are safe. You can always repeat just in your mind, I'm safe, to yourself, to reinforce that you are safe, which you are. So keep breathing in for 1, 2, 3, then out for 1, 2, 3, 4, in for 1, 2, 3, and out for 1, 2, 3, 4, in 1, 2, 3, out for 1, 2, 3, 4, in for 1, 2, 3, then out for 1, 2, 3, 4, in for 1, 2, 3, and breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, in 1, 2, 3, and breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, in 1, 2, 3, out for 1, 2, 3, 4, in for 1, 2, 3, dropping your shoulders again, out for 1, 2, 3, 4, in, and out. That was around 1 minute. How are you feeling? And don't stop, keep that calm breathing going. You've had a lot of practice at fight or flight breathing, so you'll feel better when you practice more of the calm abdominal breathing, the antidote to panic. It only takes a few rounds of gentle abdominal breathing to reset your body and for you to begin to feel better, because slow, controlled abdominal breaths counteract the chemical and physical reactions of panic. Adrenaline and cortisol levels return to normal. Then your heart rate will slow because your body is getting just the right amount of oxygen for someone who is doing something normal, sitting, standing, walking, traveling, working, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. That becomes a safe activity to your brain and your body. As your brain and your body learns that it's safe, then your mind can think more clearly again, because your brain now knows that you're safe. It will allow you to notice what's actually happening, and you'll be able to focus again. You're now better able to do whatever is appropriate to where you are now. Your body and brain don't have to be thinking about running away. So in for 3, and out for 4. And just notice how you're feeling now. Possibly a little bit calmer. You may feel a bit sleepy, and that's because your body has been on high alert and now it's beginning to relax. And if you're not feeling better, just check that your hand on your belly is moving out and back with each in-breath. Sometimes people get this the wrong way around and they try to pull their stomach in when they breathe in, but it's the opposite way around. As you breathe in, your belly expands out, and as you breathe out, your belly pulls back in. Breathe out like inflating a balloon, and when you breathe in, it's like inflating a balloon, and when you breathe out, it deflates. It can help to exaggerate the movement of your belly actually, so that you get used to how it moves with the breath. If you've been experiencing anxiety or panic, you may have got into the habit of fast, high chest breathing in through your mouth, and it can take a bit of practice to reverse that. Breathing gently in through the nose and pushing the belly out, and then breathing steadily out as your belly pulls in. You'll get it. After all, it is the most natural way of breathing, so your body will be pleased when you start to breathe like that more of the time. You will always have the capacity to go into fight or flight mode. In a real emergency, that reflex will be there, or if you were in any kind of danger, your brain would still put you into fight or flight mode and save your life, and that's important to know. But for all the other situations where you actually are safe, calm, gentle abdominal breathing will remind your brain and your body of that fact, that you are indeed safe. It can even help, as I've mentioned before, as you do the gentle, calm breathing, to say to yourself, I am safe. Saying that on the out breath is even better, because it's a time when your body tends to relax. So it will reinforce the message given by your body that you are safe. When you make a habit of gentle, calm, abdominal breathing, it will reduce your baseline level of anxiety. Often it will reduce blood pressure as well. You'll also find it easier to focus on what's important. You'll find it easier to cope better, feel calmer in your mind and better in your body, more relaxed. In through the nose for 3, and out for 4. Anxiety and panic can feel like they take over, but understanding what's happening in your body and using gentle abdominal belly breathing can let you feel in control again. So consider saving this video to remind yourself about the biology of fight or flight, and to practice this tool, this practical tool, anytime anxiety hits. And when you practice regularly, even when you're not anxious, your body gets used to feeling safe and calm. And you'll reset your baseline levels of nervous system alertness, so fewer things will be able to upset you in quite the same way. One final tip. If you haven't found the belly movement easy, do it lying on your back on the floor with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground. You'll then have to push your belly up when you inhale, but gravity will help your belly fall back towards the ground as you breathe out. So it makes the whole movement a bit easier. Do a few rounds of breathing from there, then move back to a chair and continue to practice. Practicing this every day, and as many times as you can each day, when you're sitting, standing, walking, lying down, whatever you're doing, it will feel more easy and more automatic. Once you get used to the movement, you don't need to have a hand on your belly and one on your chest either. Your abdomen will move in and out on its own with your breath. Calm abdominal belly breathing will become the natural, automatic way you breathe. And that will feel good, calm, safe. Next time someone tells you to take a deep breath when you're feeling anxious or panicky, remember that the more effective breath is the calm, gentle abdominal breath. It may be deep in the lungs, but it's a gentle breath, expanding your belly, and it will help you to feel more in control. You may not remember to breathe like this all the time. Well, not at the start. And you may find yourself breathing through your mouth and breathing quite quickly and feeling anxious. Of course, that may happen occasionally. You're learning something new and you are reversing an old habit, and that takes a little time. So gently remind yourself about gentle abdominal breathing and be patient with yourself. Your body is learning a new way of being, calm, not panic. Remember to tell yourself, I am safe, because you are. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more techniques to manage anxiety, overwhelm and low mood. And remember, when you practice gentle, calm breathing, your body can relax, you can feel good and enjoy life more.